In our first story, there have been reports of fresh gunshots in the Bawku municipality less than 24 hours after authorities imposed a 14-hour curfew in response to threats of chieftaincy-linked violence. Heavily armed police and military troops have been deployed to prevent violence following gunshots the previous day. Now, this morning, Municipal Chief Executive Amadou Hamza Zanga told JoyNews specific flashpoints have been identified where more troops will be stationed. Albert Sori joins me now with more on the situation. Albert, earlier you mentioned some gunshots around midday. What's the situation now?
Yes, so we have 1 hour more to the curfew time today. And so it looks more like the rush hour when it is the close of day and people are rushing to get home. Basically, people are trying to get indoors before the curfew starts at 4 p.m.
And what are the residents saying about this? How have they been reacting to all of this commotion?
Yeah, so a number of issues have come up. One of them, just like we reported at midday, is the fact that, you know, this curfew came almost out of the blue, so to speak, because it was announced yesterday and the curfew had to take immediate effect yesterday evening. And so a lot of people were not even, aware. It's just because it is a security issue. The news spread very fast, mainly by word of mouth. And so people were able to comply. But in terms of preparedness for this curfew, many people were not. One of the things that we realized yesterday evening was that people had actually prepared food that they wanted to sell in town in the evening, for customers to buy. And so because of the curfew, this became a sort of bet for them. It means that they had to find a way to sell, these things before curfew time today. Now, there have also been issues with people who have to adjust in terms of working a shift system, like the health professionals that we earlier on talked about. Those of them who have to work the evening shift today, which normally starts between 6-7 p.m. thereabout, have to be at work by this time so that they don't get caught up in curfew when they are on their way to work. Those who have to close in the evening to allow those who are working the evening shift to come will also have to close around this time. Otherwise, it means they may have to spend the night in the hospitals where they work instead of going home because of this curfew. So it's a bit of mixed reactions. But because of the gunshots that we had this afternoon, one of the things that have also come up is that, maybe the curfew is worth it because at the end of the day, it is going to protect life and property. But there are those who also feel that the feuding faction should, take things easy and try to, smoke the peace pipe so that everybody can go about their normal, daily activities, so to speak.
All right, Albert, you've been speaking to some of the residents. Let's watch that.
So the curfew in Bawku town here is not something that is going to help the security, or even you see a security person, if you say you put a curfew to somebody, you are putting the curfew to rise the tension up. And if you remove the curfew, the people are moving. Everybody are doing business with each other. Even somebody can come and buy something, it's a Kusasi man or Mampusi man or Mosi man. We are doing business. Yeah, there is nothing ever happening in Bawku town here. Since they are having some small talks around the town, we did not hear anything. You yourself right now, you hear what is happening at the gunshots. You yourself have. You just hear it. It's not inside in the Bawku town. It's the outskirts. All the outskirts, they are doing it. We don't know anything. Now here, we need our business.
Crying because of the curfew. We can't go to school. Schools are locked. Pregnant women, everybody is crying because of the curfew.
New one is a curfew. Manyan Ghana, the Manyan Bawku starts with Gaskia. Super Gaskia, ye aiki. Mbaka ba curfew na be solve problem na. Curfew na barmo na nyua. Ya barzia mamon kwa na nyua. don su don Allah muna kin cikin kasuwa su don Allah su bar batun kefu na su gaskiya su bar gaskiya yayi aiki wannan fara na ya bari ko yace mu ma mu samu mu fita don Allah abinda ke siyan.
You heard there from some of the residents. Well, Albert, what have the authorities been saying about this?
Yeah, so first they have to beef up security, obviously because of the gunshots that we heard before midday today. And also they have to ensure that people comply with the curfew in order to protect life and property. We were asking the municipal chief executive, Amadou Hamza, about the concerns that people had in terms of how surprising this curfew is and how difficult it's going to be for them to adjust all of a sudden. But he feels that these are some of the things that people will have to manage to deal with, as far as the fact that they are trying to protect life and property is concerned. These are some of the effects that will come. Now, there are also the issues about the ban on the wearing of smocks, which was also directed yesterday by the Regional Security Council. The reason is that people, when they wear the smock, because of how big it is, they can easily hide arms under these smokes and take people that they are trying to harm by surprise. And so that is the reason they are banning the wearing of smokes indefinitely. And so is one of the things that the Municipal Security Council, together with the security personnel that are on the ground, will also be trying to enforce in Bawku from today.
All right, thank you so much, Albert, for that update. We will come to you as and when there is any update in that area.